Well, my name's Quincy, actually.
Oh
But
shit! Which one of y'all eating?
the one that was outside. Doing
Oh,
yeah. A lot of people get us confused. Sometimes I think I'm Ethan. So
oh, good. Makes sense.
you ready? You starting in camera two? All right, let's get it. Welcome, guys, to the Gulf Coast Music Podcast. My name's Q Steezy, and today's new wave, PBE Pluto.
Check. Big PBE shit is up.
Always up. Really happy to have him on. He's the biggest independent artist in the Gulf Coast.
Big facts.
And yeah, tell us your secret or your best advice, anything.
The best advice I can give you is keep grinding even when ain't nobody giving you the praise for it. You know what I'm saying? You got to get tunnel vision and do what you got to do for you. In this game, in this industry, it's not a lot of support in the beginning. So you got to build your ecosystem. You don't need everybody. Um, Stop focusing on who ain't a part of what you got going on and who ain't supporting, and uplift the ones that do. A lot of times we overlook the people that's clapping for us to go and jump in somebody's face that's not even paying us no attention. You know what I'm saying? And then you steady losing people that's trying to become super fans, trying to make a fan out of somebody who ain't trying to be a fan.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So praise the people that's supporting you. Guess what? If it's 10 people, make them 10 diehard fans because they going to go out and make 10 people love you just as much as you love you. You know what I'm saying? Now you got 100 fans, you feel me? And when them 100 fans become super fans, they go out and make 10 people love you. Now you got 1,000 fans. When them 1,000 fans go and make 10 people love you, you got 10,000 fans. When them 10,000 fans go out and make 10 people love you, now you got 100,000 fans. But if you're going to go to 100,000 people trying to promote your brand and what you got going on, probably 10 of them might even give a care.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So that's what I get.
In your experience, do you think it's been easier to get fans when you've already reached like 10,000 as opposed to when you only had 10?
No.
Really?
I think it's easier when you starting from the bottom because you more accessible. You know what I'm saying?
True.
People want to feel like they're a part of what you got going on.
Right.
But that can be a gift and a curse also. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Because some people can come on board to
For the wrong
what
reasons.
they saw you doing and the potential they see in you and what they see going on, and then they try to change the vision to what they want it to be. And it's like, nah, this is what attracted you, what I was doing.
Right.
If you ain't gonna push my vision, then you need to be pushing what you got going on somewhere else.
Yeah.
Because somewhere it's gonna become a conflict.
Right.
Yeah.
No, that was great advice.
Yes, sir.
Let me know if you recognize this. PB Pluto is the resourceful artist who also has a unique innate competency to ingeniously put together idiosyncratic sounds and words.
Nah, I don't recognize it, but
That's. I was wondering if you came up with that, but
no, I didn't come up with that.
no, that's like nowadays we would be like, man, ChatGPT went crazy.
Nah, see, that's what I'm saying. Like, I don't be coming up with the words. It's the people that's following the brand and been watching the build up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So a lot of the stuff that's out there is what's been told to me. You know what I'm saying? I feel like the people make you a star. You can't make you a star, you feel me? You gotta let the people choose you to be what you need to be, but you need to be talking to the right people. Some people you might be talking to might be a hater, you feel me?
Right.
You know, so yeah.
Um,
Did you get that like off a bio or something?
off of the bio on Apple Music, yeah.
On Apple? See, I ain't put that on there. I don't know.
Who do you think sets up that kind of stuff? What's your team like?
My team ain't set that up.
Oh, gotcha.
So it's just off the motion, I guess, you feel
So
me?
somebody like
Maybe a curator or someone
Right.
inside the platform.
Right.
You feel me?
That's just the people's voice.
Yeah.
Right. All right. Any big moves that you've made recently?
Every move I make is big.
There it is. Touchdowns.
Yes, sir. Every time. You feel
Yeah.
me? So if you would like me to like elaborate more onto what you would say or consider a big move. You know what I'm saying? In your words, what would you think a big move would be?
Let's say some type of business deal opened a door for you.
I don't know. I feel like everything that I do, like even connect.
Trust my brother, I can't trust my cousin. No, let me take my time. I want every girl like I can't make my mind. I spent 80,000 G's to flood the time. I don't wear no hangs, my t-shirt Saint Laurent. I just made a whole bag from like half of a show.
We going, so we have to speak to that inner situation of where we trying to get to, not just where it's at, because everybody had to start somewhere. But if I had to say a big situation recently, I performed at the Zulu Ball down in New Orleans, one of the biggest Mardi Gras organizations in the world. They had around 22,000 people in attendance at the ball. So
Yeah.
I can say that's a big situation. Honestly, that's the biggest crowd I ever performed in front of.
Well, yeah, 22,000 is yeah. What was the performance like?
When you asking that question, elaborate a little bit more. Like, is you asking how was the crowd reaction? Is you asking
Just like
what type of record did I present to them? Like, you know what I'm saying? I
Right.
want you to be a little bit more specific.
You're right. Because it's Mardi Gras. Are you outside? Are you inside? Was it during it was the
Oh yeah, no, it was definitely inside.
Yeah.
It's a formal ball. Everybody got to
Right.
wear
Oh,
tuxedos.
it was the ball.
It's-
Gotcha.
Yeah, you gotta buy tickets. You can't just this ain't no. Oh, it's a walk up crowd. It's 22,000 people outside. Nah, this is a contained
Right.
area that everybody's in. You know what I'm saying? Inside I think it's the Civic Center in New Orleans.
hmm
Yeah, it was massive. If you look on my Instagram, I got a little clip of it.
Oh yeah. And how'd you get connected with it?
Being big PBE, you feel me?
Tight.
Networking, doing what I'm doing right now.
Yeah.
Not judging people, not looking at people like, oh, I'm this big and
Right.
yeah, you this guy. But
Right.
it took for someone that I helped their artists. You know what I'm saying? I never knew they even had no connection to the Zulu Ball. You feel me?
Mhm.
But by me being me and understanding that, hey, this person could be at this level today and tomorrow they could be well past me because of they could go viral or anything. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? If I could plant a seed, why not tap in? And I tapped in with them and they liked what I was doing for them and how I was coming through, you know what I'm saying? With the resources that I was able to bring to the table for them.
Mhm.
And they gave the offer.
Mhm.
And I still didn't know because I had never been to it. I'm like, what? Yeah, I might come.
Right.
It was like, man, I'm telling you, you need to come. And I was just like, all right, well, if we can do this and this, and then,
Right.
like, oh, yeah, that ain't nothing, and they made that happen. So I, was a man of my word. I popped up. I was amazed. I'm like, whoa. They told me the amount of people, but, people say stuff all the time. I was like, ain't no way. Where y'all gonna put 22,000 people at, bro?
Ha.
I'm thinking like, I went to, I performed at Alabama A&M homecoming.
Right.
Me, Glorilla, Big Boogie, and Boosie. And it was 9,000 people there. So, I'm like, man, that was massive. So I'm thinking, where you gonna put 22,000? Like, ain't no way y'all got somewhere to put that amount of people. I'm like, bro, it might be 5,000. Dude, like, bro, I'm telling you, we sold 2,000 tables with 10 people at each table already, and in addition to the people that just coming. So I'm like, yeah. When I saw the venue on the inside, like the venue was nearly a mile long just walking. I was like, bruh, this is crazy. This is too big, bro.
How long was your set?
Well, I came a part of a whole set with shout out to my boy Black and Mild, which is a major producer who produced for Drake, Beyonce, a lot of No Limit Records, a lot of people out of New Orleans. You know what I'm saying? They was honoring him, so I was a part of his whole set. So
Gotcha.
he had me coming. He had other artists and stuff that's from New Orleans that got hot records in that market, but it may not be as big in other places. But there is crazy. You know what I'm saying? So shout out to my boy Hot Boy Ronald. My homegirl Audie, she came out. You know what I'm saying? I was able to hype man with her and turn up on her records. Shout out to Shallow Entertainment. Just everybody that, you know what I'm saying, popped out and did their thing. I don't know all the artists. A lot of them, I was just meeting them, you know what I'm saying, that night. But I heard their name before, but just meeting them in person, like, oh, connecting the dots, you feel me? So, yeah, shout out to Black and Mild.
That's just incredible. How long have you been doing music?
A long time.
Yeah.
Um,
Looking
and
back
say-
to when you started.
Well, I started in a band, you know what I'm saying? I started at the age of 10.
Right.
I was a drummer.
Right.
And I expanded from there and started getting into kind of like freestyling and stuff like that. And then when I started making like actual records and seeing the reaction from people, I knew like it was something more to the game than just making the music. But for me, it was more like, if I can make so many different races of people tap into my music, no matter what I got going on, like, I feel like I got something. And I was able to challenge that when I went to the military. I was in the military.
In the Navy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I started just performing at the we used to do a little talent show on the boat, you know what I'm saying, we out to sea. And I started rapping, and I'm just a natural freestyler anyway, so I used to just, anything we had a problem with, everything is about chain of command, so you can't just go and blurt out anything to anybody. So you might go tell this person, but they like, yeah, I ain't finna take that up. But you crazy. Yeah, we just keep this at this level. But it might be a real problem to you. So what I would do, I just make up a song about it. I know all the top people gonna be here. So I'm just acting like I'm rapping, but I'm really rapping about what we really feeling. You feel me? So they like, oh. Well, I ain't taking over the chain of command, but I just made a song about it. So now the whole boat would just show up and just like, it was just crazy. Whenever they knew I was gonna be at the talent show, everybody would stay there and wait, and they'll make me go last. So the whole ship would sit there and watch the whole talent show until I perform. They want to know what Parker finna talk about. They want to know what it finna be, because they know I'm finna say something reckless. And I'm finna say how we really feel on the lower level. You know what I'm saying? Y'all probably ain't even heard about this, because we can't just come directly to y'all.
The higher ups are like, that seems fishy.
Right.
Yeah.
So then things start changing, because, you know what I'm saying, the person above me might have been scared to take it to the next level. He don't want these to be his words. Like, yeah, just work around it.
That's funny.
So yeah.
How long were you in the Navy for?
4 years.
Gotcha.
Mm-hmm.
And what inspired that?
Well, one, my dad was in the Navy, but he really didn't want me to go into the military. He wanted me to take another path, but it was just something that I wanted to do. I told a friend of mine that was in high school with me, we both planned on joining the military, you know what I'm saying? He ended up getting killed before we made it out of high school. And I just stuck with it, you feel me? No matter, like, I was living a lifestyle to me at the time, you feel me? It was more ghetto fabulous, but, I'm in the club every week. I already had diamonds in my mouth in high school, you feel me? Like, I'm just doing my thing. Like, even in high school, I had my own apartment, cars, doing my own thing, you feel me? So
How was that possible?
playing in the band, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
I at the age of 10, bro, I was making $50 to $100 an hour. back then. And I never spent a dime till I was 17. That's when I just went crazy. That's when I started putting the diamonds in my mouth and moved out on my own and everything. Like, shit,
Holy shit.
I'm do me. But I always moved like a grown man. And, you know, I was kind of living a lifestyle like all my friends. We all went to the clubs. We got treated like grown men. Like, we walk around the line. We doing what we want to do. We got real ice and jewelry when it was people weren't rocking most of the nights and all these fake lab diamonds and stuff. You know, I was doing stuff back when you had to either have some real money or be a dope boy to really be rocking how I was rocking back then. You know what I'm saying? So people, it was always mysterious, but my family was known for drugs. You know what I'm saying? So they thought that was the route that I was on, but I ain't never touched it. You feel me? I always went my own path and did my own thing. And something in me just was like, you gotta still go. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
And I wouldn't have signed up. My dad was mad, you feel me? Because they was about to send me in as a what they would call a corpsman, which would be like a medic.
Mm.
But I didn't know I was gonna have to go with the Marines, you know what I'm saying,
Oh, hell no.
overseas and be the Marine medic.
Yeah.
And he came in after that like, nah, my son ain't going in as this.
Mm.
Y'all gonna either put him in as this or he ain't going in. And I still remember a situation where the police kicked my family house in, you know what I'm saying, and they was about to arrest everybody that was 18 and older. And they found my military paperwork, and it was like, damn, you about to go to the military? I'm like, yeah. They uncuffed me. It was like, bro, go ahead and go to the military, bro. I'm telling you. We own your family deep. Like, you feel me? We just, go ahead and go. Like that, you feel me? And they didn't arrest. I ain't have nothing on me anyway, but you know how they go. If they find something at their house and you there, they gonna take everybody to jail if nobody say, hey, that's mine, you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, that was one situation where it was a benefit, and I knew God had already put it on my heart to go and sign up.
Right. You couldn't back out at that point.
Yeah. So, you know, I did leave months after that and go to the military, and a lot of things end up transpiring after that, you know.
Nice.
Yeah.
So when you get out the military, what's your first move?
I started going to college. I was in
IT school, huh?
Nah, I was already IT. I was IT and in the military, but I went to college for computer science.
Because of the IT preparation, it was
Right.
easier. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'd seen that somewhere that your friends were like, he's cheating.
Yeah, because I used to go to sleep in class the whole time.
Yeah.
You know, but originally, you know, I started out at South, and then I went to Remington after that.
South
you know what I'm saying?
Alabama?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
Then went to Remington and got a degree or whatever. And that's where they really thought I was thinking, you know, Remington more like a fast pace.
Right.
You ain't got to go through all these prerequisites and all that type of stuff. So that's, I would sleep the whole class, wake up, they get a test, I'm acing the test. Like, I already really worked in the field. You know what I'm saying?
Gotcha. So the Navy like really harped on learning information technology?
I ain't gonna say they really harped on learning it. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's a difference. Like, when you go to a Navy college for whatever you going for, like, bro, you gonna do a year and a half of college in 3 months. Literally, you doing 3-4 chapters a day, text the next day. If you make a D, you may get a chance to take the test over again.
Right.
You make an E, you automatically kicked out of the school, period.
You said an E?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So, you know what I'm saying? Like, you make it one time, you kicked out.
Right.
So it's so much pressure on you. And you still gotta do everything, like muster up, stand watch overnight, shine your boots, dude. Like,
Right.
everything that's going on with that. And you gotta study and all this stuff. So, yeah, they're not sitting there, and this was this. Right.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just flying through everything.
Right.
And you better know it. And you got to go back to the ship and teach.
Oh, really?
Yeah. If you went and took that school,
Right.
you're a qualified person. Now you got to train everybody else.
I mean, that's how you really learn something is if you can teach it. So
Oh yeah,
that works out, I guess.
they put you right on the equipment. Here you go.
Right.
Yeah, show us what to do.
Right.
You just went to school for 3 months.
Walk the plank.
Yeah.
Yeah. I see you're fascinated by jewelry.
Yeah, a little preview of it.
Yeah. What's how often do you buy new jewelry?
I don't really buy a lot of new jewelry because I do a lot of custom. Like you can see the PBE on this.
Yeah.
Everything gonna have PBE, but my picture on the back of it, you feel me? Like everything is custom.
Right.
So I used to buy a lot of jewelry, but now it's just like I done that, you know what I'm saying? But I'm still at a climbing level in my career, you know what I'm saying, where the assets bring the money, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Because if you looking like it, people gonna pay you like it, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Until you build up. Like if you look at a lot of artists like Gucci Mane and just artists like Boosie and all them type of people that came up wearing a lot of big jewelry, like now that they all the way up, they don't wear all that. You know what I'm saying? They might wear a little
right.
something that's worth every piece that they done had. You feel me? And it might be small.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But the quality. So now I want to get to that level, but I'm independent. So I still have, it's like you have to prove yourself in this game. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So you gotta, people say you ain't making the money because they don't see you making it. You know what I'm saying? You ain't doing the shows because they don't see the shows. You know what I'm saying? They don't understand. You could create a show in this room right here with 50 people and put this table up against the wall and you got a sold out show. You know what I'm saying? Look at Lil Russell. He started doing shows in his backyard.
Yeah.
And he still do. He done had celebrities come to the backyard. People flying in to come to his backyard.
Man, I saw him on some big album recently too. So yeah.
Oh yeah, he definitely making some movements on a massive level, and you know he understands this game. Like I was saying in the beginning, you don't need everybody. Just focus on the people that's fucking with you. You know what I'm saying?
That's a good point. Let's see. What's the inspiration behind being independent?
Well, one, it builds character. You know, you ain't dependent on nobody. You create your own world. You know what I'm saying? What you think success is, what you feel like you want to do. Like you can create that being independent. Being mainstream, you basically just like working for a company. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
You going to do your job, and if you don't do your job,
consequences.
Yeah, it's consequences behind it. You know, but it may look simple and easy and all this glam, but look at all the artists that then popped off, and then years later, what they say. And the labels fucked me over. Blah, blah. You weren't saying that when you was driving them Bentleys and had them houses and jewelry and flossing and flexing. Guess what? What you're not understanding is that bill rising. You know what I'm saying? You balling in debt.
Right.
You know, so I feel like you could take what you got and be successful without all that going on. You know what I'm saying? And make what you need to make. Guess what? Most of the artists make, before they see $1 million, they done made somebody else $10, $20 million.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Guess what? For me to see $1 million, I don't need 5,000 people. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, if 5,000 people spend $200 with me over the course of a year, that's $1 million a year.
Yeah. That's
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And if I want to scale it down as an artist who may not have the pull as me and the connections and the audience as me, if you did 500 people at $200, that's $100,000 a year. Imagine that. Can you get 500 people to tap in with you over the course of a year?
Oh, I can't sell 15 T-shirts, but at some point, baby.
Right, but I'm just saying, like, you can touch 500 hands.
Yeah.
Over the course of a year. So guess what? You can do that. You might scale it from, okay, well, let me just get $1.
Right.
And then let me get $10.
Right.
And then let me get $25. And then let me get, you know what I'm saying, like that. So you have to scale it up. You can't just start out, let me get $200. You know what I'm saying? Me, I might get, like one of your people asks how much a feature, I might get $1,500 from this artist that's in my market. You know what I'm saying? I'm giving them a deal. But guess what? That $1,500 accounts for $200 for what, like 7 people.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So 7 people off my list already with that one person. You feel me? I might go over here and get a show for $5K. That $5K accounts for, you know what I'm saying, a certain amount of people off my list. So that's how I look at it. Like, I got to get either the money or the people. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I might be selling services to artists. Look, I can get you on these platforms. I can get you on this. I could put you on the DJ servicing platform. I can get influencers for you. I can do this. I can put you on shows. But I might make this amount out of that from this side. And I'm connected with the people. So, you know what I'm saying? They probably give me a kickback for the amount of people volume of people I bring to them.
Right.
So then that accounts for a certain amount. You know what I'm saying? So you can make the same exact money as a mainstream rapper with less people.
Yeah.
They got to get all those people because they only getting 10 to 17% of their, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
Gross revenue when it come to the sales and all the extra stuff. Now they may be getting more percentage when it come to the shows, but some of them got 360 deals where, you know, that show money getting cut up too. Everything getting cut. You know. I also got a lot of brand deals with a lot of major brands. You know, I do partnerships with liquor companies, chip companies, boxer companies, cigar companies. You know what I'm saying?
And how did you negotiate those typically?
A lot of times I'm able to leverage basically my tour schedule and my data from those tours, like the amount of people I'm touching. Like I toured for 2 years straight, then take a full week off. You know?
No shit, that's crazy.
And able to leverage the reach that I could touch hand to hand. Like, okay, yeah, y'all can do all this promotion online, this and that, but these people don't know nothing about your brand, or they do know about it, but we could leverage them into tapping into your brand even more.
Mm-hmm.
So, you know, that's when you start seeing deals with my face on their brand, or, you know, they giving me so much. So that's how I'm able to make more millions tapping in with bigger brands without having a major company over me too. Even though with a major, I would get more money, but they got to get their cut. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, right.
So my piece might be way smaller because they're going to come to them first. But if I can negotiate something on a smaller scale, but still be able to,
Right.
you know what I'm saying, leverage what I got going on. Like this whole thing is about leverage. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of artists don't understand that. They want a deal, but they're not understanding you don't have leverage. You know, what can you offer? It's a million people with good music. It's a million people that look good. It's a million people that's trying to get into this industry. What do you have that they don't have? Look, I got my own audience. I don't need you. I could book a show in front of this college and put a stage out there and have a packed out crowd for me right there. We can go to Vegas, book a venue. I don't need a promoter. You know what I'm saying? I deal with promoters to keep it plentiful, but sometimes I'll deal with a promoter and they be playing, okay. And I come right to their market, book a venue, and pack it out with nobody from their city. Had a whole audience fly in, drive in, everything. And invite them out. Come on out, VIP. Get you a section in the bottom.
So when you said that you were going 2 years straight touring, how did you book all those tour dates?
Same way I just told you. Either tapping in with promoters or either sometimes I would book the venues myself. And I have a cult following. I got my own audience. They gonna tap in with me.
Right.
Also, I go hard at every show. Like I don't care if it's 10 people in the crowd. I'm gonna perform like it's 100,000. You know, so you're gonna get the same show that the 1,000, 9,000, 3,000, 2,000, you gonna get that same show with 10 people.
Mhm.
Cause I ain't focusing on the people that ain't tapping in with me. I'm just focusing on the people that tapping in. And guess what? Out of them 10, somebody knows somebody. Oh man, my cousin a promoter in Pittsburgh. You been there? Nah, I ain't never been there. I'm gonna call him. Blah blah blah. I'm gonna put him on your brand. Now, cousin hitting, and he say, and I'm gonna tell y'all a little. I'm gonna drop a few little jewels on here real quick. They might hit me and say, well, you know, what's your cost? Well, for a new market I ain't never been in, you know, the least I could probably do it 3,500 plus travel and, you know, my stay. Dang, man, I don't know. They know you enough out here to do 3,500. But shit, what can y'all do? Because he might have seen the show where it was 10 people. You know what I'm saying? But he just interested because his cousin said something. Well, what you can do? But probably about 2,000. Well, look, let me tell you this. If you can get me 2 features in your city at 2,500 a feature, and I'm gonna do the video when I come, I'll do the $2,000 show. Now they're gonna go and find 2 labels that probably got some motion. They just hot in the city, but they ain't hot nowhere else. Guess what? Hey, look at this dude's schedule. Look what he got going. Hey, look, me to tap in. I'm finna book him out here. But you got to put the deposit down first, you know what I'm saying, so I know you're serious. Now they go and find two labels
Right.
to spend $2,500 with me. That $3,500 just turned into what?
Like 5,000.
That's $7,000.
7,000, right.
You feel me?
Yeah.
So now I got 7 when I was just on the I just doubled what I was asking for. Off that, you know how long it take me to go in the booth and do a 8, 12, or 16 bars? Bro, that's 30 minutes of my day, if that. You know what I'm saying? So that I'm not even calculating what I gotta do to do that. It's like, bro, I just made 7,000 just when I would have took 3,500. Now I tell the promoter, well, look, I need at least an hour set.
Right.
So now they like, damn, well, you said if I gave you the full price, your set time was gonna be 20 minutes. I know. You ain't give me the full price. So you're gonna get a longer set. Now they like, wow, what? Why you gonna give me a longer set? You know why? Because I'm gonna hit up all the artists that I did shows with in these other cities that I made the promoters go and get them on songs with me. Now I'm finna tell them, look, I can bring you out on my song that on my set in this city. You just give me this amount. Boom. I said 10 slots out of my show. And I just mix my regular songs in between. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So if I sell 10 slots at $300 a piece, what that is? $3,000.
$3,000.
So what I just made out this show so far?
10 grand.
Exactly. When I would have took what?
That's a great night at the strip club.
$3,500. But we still ain't finished yet.
What else we making money off of?
Come on, man. I gotta tell hey man, we finna do a video. I need your whole team in cross culture. You know what I'm saying?
Mm.
Don't y'all want to rock the brand? Don't y'all want to be a part of the movement? Yeah, everybody need an outfit. Might make $1,500 a piece off their whole little team. It's another $3K a piece. You mean another $3K? So I had that up. Now we at 13,000. When get what? I would have just took how much? 3,500. You feel me? Now, on top of that, you only paying me $2K, bro. So I need at least 25% of the dough. And I'm knowing all these 10 artists that I bring out, they gonna bring 10 people with them. And they all paying. So I know we gonna make, you know, so we at least got 100 people in the building, just out my people. Then the 2 artists that I done got the features from.
Right.
guess what?
Highway
They
robbery.
trying to bring their whole family out. Bro, I met PBE. We doing a song together. Bro, they might come 30, 40 deep. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Each. It's another. So we got 150. You know what I'm saying? People in the building just off my motion.
Mm.
Now whoever they promote to, you know what I'm saying, with the extra stuff that's going along, they might bring out another 200, 300 people. We got 500 people in the building. It's packed out, sold out. And I'm getting a percentage of the dough.
At least
and I
25.
got the merch there. Yeah, that's at least another 2,500. You know what I'm saying? So I just made $15,000
You're like Mr.
to
Monopoly.
$17,000 off. If they would have gave me $3,500, I wouldn't even had the leverage to even do all that. I would have just had to come and do a 20-minute set and get out the way. I love when a promoter comes short with me.
That's
So this a story I never told on the podcast. You hear me? Like, this is some real game. Like, you got to know what you're doing, though.
right. I think in simpler terms, I might charge somebody $3 to like come on stage.
Yeah.
And I'll be like, came away with a free burger. You know what I mean?
Hey, well, shit, have it work out for you.
Right.
Hey, some better than nothing, right?
There you go.
You know, but it's all about your leverage and your brand and what you able to bring to the table.
Mm. No, facts. I heard that you got some motion in Austin, Texas.
Oh, yeah. We're going to be down in South by Southwest. I'm going to be down there actually March 12th through the 16th. I'm going to be on around 21 stages during that time frame.
21 different stages in 4 days?
Yeah.
Moving.
Nah, that's just a preview. The real movie still ain't even started yet.
First of all, how'd you get tapped in with them so well and build connections over there? Just like what you were saying earlier?
What I was saying earlier.
With meeting promoters and families and sneaking into people's houses.
Nah, I ain't sneaking in no house. But yeah, the grind, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm touring all throughout the year, tapping in with so many promoters. Guess what? South by Southwest is that one area where you're gonna have promoters from DC, Vegas, California, New York,
We should go to
LA,
Vegas.
everywhere. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, we need to go to Vegas. You need to bring the podcast out to South by Southwest.
Oh, yeah?
Yeah. Interview people right there on the spot, right there on the strip. Set it up.
It's not a bad idea.
Facts.
Get some crackheads.
Whatever you get, shit.
Yeah.
They pay to
Sure.
get on the brand, or
Yeah.
shit, it might just be to get the coverage to put on your channel to boost the algorithm. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
For the SEO. But nah, it came from all the connections everywhere. Then when all those promoters come, and this promoter got a stage, and this promoter got a stage, and this person know a person with 3 stages, and this person knows somebody. Then when them people say, well, damn, bro, I need a headliner. Oh, my boy PBE, he coming. Hey, man, you want to get on these 3 stages? Yeah, I get on them. Hey, you want to get on this stage? Yeah, I get on the. You want to get on this stage? I get on the, like that. So I'm connecting with all these people.
Right.
And then now I'm at South by Southwest, and then you got so many different promoters that's there. So, of course, they're going to put me on their stages. They're headline on their stages. So that's how it really happened.
Gotcha.
But you got to put the work in before South by Southwest. You can't wait to it and then come tap in unless you just tap in with somebody like me
Right.
to get on some of these events.
Yeah. I'm going to just wear a PBE Pluto costume and see how that goes.
Facts.
See
You know
if
what
I
I'm
can
saying?
just sneak on stage.
Yeah, they probably put you right on up there. I'll get you a dread wig with the, you know what I'm saying?
As long as I rock like $20,000 worth of jewelry, I'll be okay, I think.
Man, that might be just one piece then.
Let's see. What's the most amount of money you threw in the strip club?
I'm not a real strip club type connoisseur. When I go to the strip clubs and you see me throwing money, most likely the club gave me the money to throw.
Really?
Yeah. See, when you really have emotion and they really booking you, they gonna give you the bread to make it look good.
Hmm.
You gotta negotiate that type of time though. Like, what I look like coming here and throwing my money. You know,
Yeah, no,
you want me here unless I'm just there on a regular night. But I'm not a strip club type person. Like, only time I'm really going if I got some type of business there, some type of promotion, somebody is there that I need to tap in with. So,
Right.
you know what I'm saying? We need to go and make an impact. Or
That's
just,
why I'm going to the Real Boss and Richie concert.
oh yeah,
I gotta do business.
facts. You know what I'm saying? That's what it's about. You gotta go and tap in with the right people
Yeah.
when they, you know what I'm saying, available. So that's the reason why I would go, but I'm not like a big strip club type person. You know, every
I
blue
respect it.
moon I might step out and turn up and
Get a little.
do something, but yeah, like shit, I turn my vehicle into a strip club, bro. Like,
There you have it.
yeah.
What's Parker Boy Entertainment all about?
Well, Parker is my last name. You know what I'm saying? And Parker boys were like my uncles. That's what they were known. Like people just knew them as the Parker boys. You feel me? So I wanted to change the image of my last name. When people hear my last name, they used to think drugs and all type of extra stuff.
Right.
But now when they hear it, they think more positive stuff, and they like, yeah, them Parker boy. Back then, it was like them Parker boy guys, blah blah blah. But now it's like, shit, but them Parker boys doing it like they own businesses.
Right.
They on some whole other type of time. So I wanted to make it into entertainment and create a different image for my family background. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely. Absolutely. What's the goals with that so far?
I mean, what you seeing right now?
Tight.
Facts. You feel me? You
Yeah.
see it's up and it's stuck. And, you know, that's just how it go. Like we grinding, elevating a lot of people, like I explained. I said, you know, they see it from a positive standpoint. A lot of people don't even remember the negative, or they not old enough to even know about the negative side of it. Or they never even accounted it as something negative. It just grew with them. Like, okay, they was doing this back then, but shit, now they on this type of time.
Mm.
You know.
That's great. Let's see. Do y'all have any questions?
Where you from? PBE Pluto.
I'm from Mobile, Alabama. You know what I'm saying? I was born and raised up in Orange Grove projects, but you know, we done lived all around Mobile, pretty much every neighborhood.
When you was first coming up as an artist, were you doing a lot of features or were you more like by yourself?
It's a good
More
question.
by myself. I never really. I got major features right now. I ain't never even put out. You know what I'm saying? Like I never just ran out the feature play. Like I just always tried to build my own leverage and build my own brand.
Hmm.
You know, because sometimes some artists could get caught up and wrapped up in that play when it comes to certain features. Like if a feature is too big and you're not accounting for that same thing, like they may equate everything to that artist. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
But if you got somebody on the rise and then you pop in with what they got going, that can help you get, you know what I'm saying, what you got going started. So you got to kind of gauge it into what you got going. Some people try to jump too high. They want to go and get Boston Richie on the feature of Big Boogie. You know what I'm saying? Like, nobody know who you is, though. You know what I'm saying? Like, if you got to at least have some motion or some type of leverage for it to even make sense.
Right.
You know, even if you pay for it, it's got to look like, oh, they wanted to do a record with bro, because bro already was popping. You know what I'm saying? Not, he went from nobody to a song with this person.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? They just like, yeah, he paid for that.
When you pay for a feature, does that get taxed?
I mean, it depends on how you got your business set up. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
If you have, you're saying like you can file it on your taxes type time, or what you asking?
Right. Like if I pay somebody $5,000 for a feature, does that money get taxed?
If you do the proper documentation and you have your brand set up as an actual business, then yeah, you could file it on your taxes. But if not, you know what I'm saying?
I mean, yeah, because it's just
Yeah,
under the table, right? Right. I was just
exactly.
wondering, like, if it were like a label deal, you know. Um,
I had to say, like, when did your like career really take off?
Um, I had to when, well, I reinvented my brand a couple times. You know what I'm saying? Because one, I always understood that you had to be different coming in the game. Like you had to bring something to the table other than the music. You know, I originally was just going by Pluto, and that's my real nickname. That's what I was called as a baby, like my real nickname. So when back when Future dropped the Pluto album, it just basically took my whole look because I was rapping back then, but I was a club owner.
yeah, what's it like owning nightclubs?
It's just like being a artist. You know what I'm saying? You got all the women that willing to do anything just to get your attention. You know, you just got so much control and people. You know, depending on how big your establishment is and the type of pull and push you have, like it's kind of like being an artist. You know what I'm saying? But in a whole nother sense. So with me becoming full fledged as an artist, that's why I'm able to maneuver and move swiftly and easily because I've already been in the entertainment business from a whole different standpoint. So I already know the vultures, I know the game, I know the, you know what I'm saying, all the crying, the, oh, bro, I just do this, you know, I really want to be part of it, man, whatever. Nah, you got to show me. You can't just tell me anything. I done went through all that. You know, same people you can help up, you know what I'm saying, turn around and spit in your face when they get past you,
Yeah.
you know. So, yeah, that's basically the setup when it comes to, you know, being a club owner is kind of the same thing. If people know your face for the brand, a lot of club owners, they back out of the way and like put the promoter up front.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? To kind of be the fall guy in the face of the brand, but they just sit back and count the bag. So if anything happen, that's gonna be the person. But I was the person out front and the club owner at the same time. Yeah. But I was young
Big
owning the
CEO.
club. Yeah.
Yeah. Um, just in balancing being an artist and as a club owner, like, how do you spend your day to day typically as a multipreneur?
Well, I'm not a club owner anymore. You know what I'm saying? I had to figure out with this music thing, you have to get so much focus into it and you have to kind of get tunnel vision with this. But you got to be able to have the funds to be able to drive what you got going on. So some people don't have the money. They want to be tunnel vision, but you don't have a budget. This a business. You got to be able to still fund yourself and still be able to push and maneuver and do what you need to do. You got to have some type of backing. Um, but I have other business ventures. I just put more of my time into the music because the music is the platform.
Right.
You know, once the platform is made with the music, you could sell anything. You know what I'm saying? You could stamp anything. It don't matter. Like if Lil Baby came right to Mobile and I'm like, oh, I bought this club sideways. You know what I'm saying? Everybody's just gonna come there just because he said that. And he may not even be the owner. He might just the club owner might have gave him 20-30% of the venue just to put his face on it. It's gonna be people coming from all over the world just to say, I went to Lil Baby Club in Mobile. If he go and do that at a rib shack or clothing brand or
Right.
anything, you know what I'm saying? Because he have the platform right now.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? So I look at it from a business standpoint. Like if I leverage other businesses, I ain't gonna have the same type of leverage that I have with the music. The music, I can leverage everything I want to leverage once I get all the way where I need to go with this. You know what I'm saying? And I done seen that coming up, you know what I'm saying, with trial and error. So I had to put all my eggs. Not all, I got other eggs, but you know what I'm saying? Not to say put everything, but basically put all my focus and everything into the music. And that's when things started popping and lining up.
Right.
Back kind of to his question, when I realized I needed to change my name, you know what I'm saying, so that people could find me easy. You know what I'm saying? I had to add the PBE to my name, PBE Pluto, you know, because like I said, one, it already was hard to find
Right.
because of the planet and the cartoon characters and all the things associated with Pluto. You used to have to put like Pluto rapper or Pluto mobile or music Pluto, you know what I'm saying? And I was like, yeah, I gotta change this at some point.
Right.
But it was all I knew. I didn't want to change my name or my brand to be something else other than what people knew me for.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And the name they already knew me growing up. So I didn't know what to put. And I figured out, you know, you could look at other videos and see how I came up with the PBE part to my name, you know what I'm saying? But when I figured out I needed to do that part, that started shifting more people directly to my brand. Then I figured out what type of image I wanted to bring out. You know what I'm saying? That's when I was like, well, I'm going to grow my dreads out the fade type time. You know what I'm saying? And it took a few years for the image to develop, you know what I'm saying, to what I seen in my mind. Because other people was like, what the hell is he bro, why you ain't grow them all over? That ain't what I wanted to do.
I think it's fire.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? They long, now it's different. You know, I'm able to dye them different colors and do different things with them. And people know me just from the dreads, you feel me, and the image. But sometimes there's going to be a problem because people not going to see your vision. They're going to be like, what are you doing? Like, why are you doing this? But you got to know why you doing it. Like, okay, I'm trying to create this image. I'm trying to create something for people to remember me by. You know what I'm saying? And then came up with the clothing brand and just start wearing my own little style doing me. You know what I'm saying? So once I made everything just centered directly to me, that's when it just started elevating and blowing up. You know, as long as there was something that they could kind of gravitate from other places, it made it harder for me. So sometimes you just got to figure out what you need that's going to attract directly to you, and then you could kind of scale it from there. You see, like, okay, well, I got 10 people that just directly looking me up and directly tapping in. Let me tap in with them instead of all these people, but they looking up other stuff and going to other places. So basically, if they answer your question.
I had a question. It slipped my mind.
Man.
Who your favorite artist from Mobile?
I don't have a favorite artist.
One, like, who are your favorite artists?
Who are my favorite artists?
Yeah, from Mobile.
Shit, everybody that's successful, everybody that's actually elevating in their career and their craft, you know what I'm saying? Everybody my favorite artist. You know. I'm not a big, like, fan of everybody's music per se, but I look more at the grind than I do the music. You know what I'm saying? And I'm a fan of the grind. I don't listen to the music all the time just to make me a fan of something. You know, I look at the work like, okay, yeah, bro, on this, he doing that, yeah, okay, yeah, I like that type time. Then to be like, oh, I'm just a diehard fan of your music, you know. And I don't feel like that with actually no artist. I don't idolize people, but I listen to music for how it depends on how I'm feeling that day. You know what I'm saying? If I want to turn up with some females, I want to hear some turned up with some female type shit. If I want to be on some,
I think I might have a little thing for Lil Mama.
Yeah, you feel me? All that type of time.
Yeah.
Yeah, so it just depends on my mood for that day to what artists you know what I'm saying, who gonna drive that situation I have for that day. You know what I'm saying?
When you appeared on Shade 45, what was that like?
Man, it was a blessing. You know what I'm saying? It was different for me. It was something that, you know, I used to hear other artists that was major on, and I know that platform is not something that
Mm.
artists could easily get on. You know
Right.
what I'm saying? But the connections and the network, you know what I'm saying, helped me maneuver to get in a position to be able to get there.
Right.
But it took for me going to New York a lot of times, tapping in. Like I literally had to go to New York. You know what I'm saying? Like I ain't just meet somebody on the internet and be like, hey, yeah, get me on Shade 45. No, I went multiple times. And I didn't have a plan of getting on Shade 45. I just had a plan of tapping in with
Right.
certain people. And once I tapped in with them, just like kind of like I explained with the Zulu ball, like I didn't know this dude had no connection with the ball. I just was tapping in with him on what he had going.
Mm.
And then I did that work so well to he extended the hand to this.
Mm.
And it's the same way, you know what I'm saying, with a lot of the bigger platforms. I don't be knowing certain people even connected with them, but my goal, like, for what they connected with is to tap in with them. And then they extend their hands. It's like, I don't know what you got going on. You might have some connection with something, you know what I'm saying, now or down the line that you can be like, yeah, I think this will work with PBE. Let me hear him, you know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And tap in because he actually blessed my platform. He actually came through no matter, you know what I'm saying, what
Yeah.
the circumstances, and he dropped some jewels that could possibly make the platform go viral or go up, you know what I'm saying? So everything I'm saying on your platform is very strategic.
Right. Yeah, absolutely. And traveling to New York, what stage in your career were you at? And do you think it was, what do you think it was dedicated to, you know?
Um, it started for me kind of like going through a lot of hardships and like going through spiritual battles and going through stuff with people that was close to me and family members, you know
Right.
what I'm saying? People just going against me. So it was just like I just needed to do something. Like, and I started, me and this other artist, he was at a certain plateau in his career, and you know, he had connections to people in New York and shit. I'm just like, well, shit, I come out there too. And we flew out there and we was going to tap in, and then, you know, I'm just playing the backgrounds kind of because I don't know who these people is or none of that. And we moving and maneuvering there. After coming a couple times, they start saying, well, what you got going? Oh, I do XYZ, blah. Okay. And then it just extended from there. You know what I'm saying? And but like I said, it derived from negativity. That's even how I came up with the cross culture. You know, in off the same, you know, the same person that got me on Shade 45. He didn't help me come up with the brand, but he noticed like the clothing was different. Like I used to always wear like X's on my clothes when I have it like in like little diamonds or different little styles, or I might have an X and some chains on there, or something crazy. He just was like, bro, what you, every time you leave, like I be looking this X thing up, I can't find like where you get this stuff from. I was like, oh yeah, I just be making it, bro. You know what I'm saying? He was like, what? You serious? I'm like, yeah. And he was like, man, I want you to make me something. I'm like, okay. I ain't think nothing of it. And the guy that had came that originally took me out there, I remember we had got back to the hotel. He called my room. He was like, man, you tripping. And I'm like, what? And he was like, bro, you need to do the clothing. And I'm like, man, I'm not finna do no clothes, bro. I don't want to deal with that. Whatever, you know what I'm saying? I got enough. And I used to wear X's on my clothes because in my mind, I was just crossing out everybody that was going against me. You know what I'm saying? Like, instead of dealing with them in a negative way, I just took it and found something positive to do with it. Like, okay, I'm gonna just put X's on my clothes. Like, y'all, I'm crossing y'all out too, type time. And it actually caused me to come up with the whole brand. That's why the cross is spelled with an X. You know what I'm saying? Instead of a C. You know what I'm saying? And, culture is basically when we would go to New York, like people would just stop me everywhere. I'm talking about the food truck Times Square. Hey, I love what you have on. Can I take a picture of you, or can I take a picture with you? I'm just like, yeah, I guess. I ain't think nothing. You know what I'm saying? And when he brought it to my attention, I'm just like, man, it was so many cultures of people. Like it wasn't just black people; it was just different cultures of people that would stop me. So, you know, that's what I came up with. And he was like, "Nah, that's stupid. Nah, bro, I don't think you should do that. You should name it just Cross." I'm like, that's probably what you would have did, but
Right.
I'm gonna go with my vision. You know, and sometimes, and this might speak for some people. Like sometimes people could give you a great idea, but you still have to go with your vision. You know what I'm saying? Some people want to tell you,
Right.
hey, do this, but then tell you, hey, do this way and this and have no, that's not the vision that's your vision.
A
If
feature.
I'm gonna do it, I'm gonna do it my way. You
Right.
know what I'm saying? Or I ain't gonna do it at all.
A feature with Big X the Plug would go crazy.
Oh yeah. No, that's my dog. You know
Oh,
what
yeah.
I'm saying?
Austin,
Actually,
Texas. Yeah.
Big X the plug. Now he from Dallas.
Right, but just that Austin, Texas connection.
Oh yeah, facts.
Yeah.
But like actually, you know, I got messages from him like back years ago before he popped off. You know, where he
Oh, really?
inboxed me and stuff like that. One of my a guy that's from Mobile used to cut my hair. Shout out to my boy Big Milk. You know, he actually plugged me and Big X the Plug together. You know what I'm saying? And then when I went out to Dallas, Big X the Plug came out and performed on the show with us. You know what I'm saying? When I was on the tour with Enchanting, which was Gucci Mane artist, and Big X the Plug pretty much opened up for the event. Yep, and
Full circle.
yeah, we tapped in. This before he went viral, all that, you know. We used to be tapped, you know what I'm saying, talking on the phone all the time.
What's the funniest tour story you've had? Not Toy Story, but like tour story.
I don't know. I'm trying to think. The funniest tour story.
What about like any wild studio sessions?
I don't think I had no wild. The wildest probably studio session was like, nah, I ain't. It wasn't nothing crazy. Like, cause, like when I go, I'm not a studio type person. Like, I'm not sitting in the studio all day, right? I don't do drugs, you know what I'm saying, or none of that type of stuff. I don't smoke, none of that. So I'm not just sitting around smoking and listening to beats. Like when I go in, I'm in straight work mode. Like I go straight. I hear whatever beat we doing, or if we don't have a beat, I'm gonna start freestyling and come up with something that maybe solidified nearly a hook. They make the beat around it. I go right in the booth, lay it down, lay my verses down right then. Like I put myself like I'm in jail when I'm in the booth. Like I don't come out till I'm finished. If I'm doing a song, I'm not coming out the booth till I'm finished with the whole song. I can't use the bathroom. I can't get nothing to drink. If I ain't bringing nothing to drink in there with me, it's over with. Like I'm in the booth. I'm stuck in here until I finish it. Off the head. No pre-writing or nothing.
Monk style.
Yeah. But I could say maybe an experience with like, you know, somebody may have booked me for a feature and, you know, they had the girls and the looking and yeah, let's party with. No, bro, you got this the beat? You got a hook? No, I don't got a hook. What about this? Blah, blah, blah. Oh, that's hard. All right, what you engineer? Hey, man, let's go and record this. And they coming in, let's take a shot at. I don't do none of that. We're going to do everything after I get finished with this job.
Curtail the cocktails.
Yeah, and they was definitely surprised, like, what? You don't want to take a shot here? I'm not doing nothing until I get finished with what I came here to do. After that, we could party out there. I don't care if you don't do your verse or whatever, but I'm going to knock out what I need to knock out because I'm not finna be stuck in here trying to figure nothing out. But I do motivate a lot of artists, you know what I'm saying, to step outside their shell when they get in the booth with me. When they see that, you know, I actually come up with this stuff right there on the spot. Because I like to, I don't like a person to, like, feel what I felt 3 days ago. I want you to feel what I feel right now. Like, whatever this song about, I'm giving you that real setup right then, you know. So that's why I like to do it on the spot.
I mean, everybody's got their own strategies, but in my writing experience, I think what you feel kind of innately when you're on your own is something that people might be able to relate to more.
Right.
But I mean, I guess in any instance, whatever you're feeling is relatable.
Right. But sometimes you can't portray that feeling after a couple of days. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see. Yeah.
so say
Unless
if you,
you
how
write
you
it.
was writing and you like
Right.
you in that zone and then you get in the booth, you like, damn, how I was saying that shit.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like,
I see what you mean.
damn. But you might still say it, but it don't got that same feeling you had when you wrote it. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, absolutely.
But I want you to have whatever that feeling was that day.
Right.
That's how I want you to feel when you hear my record.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying?
Do you ever come up with your best melodies just like randomly?
All the time.
All the time.
And what I do is, like, I'll wake up out my sleep, like having a little something. I just get my phone recorder and I record how I said it.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
And
so
then
I
it'll sound like trash when you wake up. You're like, what the?
Yeah, it might be raspy or whatever, but like I go off cadence. So the way that I could rap a song right now, and basically you're gonna vibe to it as if the beat is there because I create my own lane with the way that I rap. You know what I'm saying? I rap in a cadence and not just rapping the words out.
Right.
You know what I'm saying?
Right. Absolutely. When I was cutting the grass in high school, like I would like think of melodies as I was cutting the grass and just be saying them, but the lawnmower was loud already, so I'd be saying them, and like people thought I was crazy, you know.
Right. But you ain't never recorded on your phone or nothing like that?
No, absolutely. Yeah, I've got a whole notes section in my phone of just like recorded audio because it's sometimes easy to
see,
forget
that's
the
how I like to
cadence.
do it. Like, but like I might come up with a hook like that, you know what I'm saying? Or I might be going through some, or you know, a chick might do something weird or some shit.
Did a girl ever break up with you and you made a song about it?
I don't know if I made a song about it. Nah, I don't think I made a song, but a chick broke up with me before.
Yeah.
But shit, I ain't really. Oh yeah, I might. Yes, I did.
Heartbreak song?
I don't know if it was a heartbreak. It just was just telling the story.
Yeah.
And like I'm more of a storyteller, and if you listen to my songs and listen directly to the lyrics, like everything that I'm telling you, I don't just make up stories.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? Like I'm telling you a real story, a real life situation, but I'm so strategic. I would tell you in such a broad way to where anything you may be going to pertaining that, you can plug your situation in.
And it might
like
not
I
be
ain't
the
directly saying,
me
and Quincy fuck some hoes. I might be like, you know what I'm saying? Me and my boy, we did this, blah, blah, blah. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you and your boy could go and do that same thing. You'd be like, me and my boy. But Quincy, no, I'm talking about the situation we had going on with some females, you feel me?
Absolutely.
But I ain't saying his name. I may be saying how the situation happened.
Yeah.
So somebody else and their boy might have that same type of encounter and be like, yeah, he talking about us, bro, when we did our thing.
In Vegas.
Yeah.
With some cocktails.
Well, I don't know about no cocktails in Vegas because, you know, Vegas is a little goddamn. You might end up with some cock coming out the tail. Soon as you get to the room, she looked like a real female. She, come on with me. Shit, you gotta be mindful in Vegas now. Boy, you gotta definitely be careful.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah, I ain't turning up with it. These days, I be reluctant to turn it up with anything. I be like, shit, I gotta already know you.
Let me see your birth certificate.
What you say? But they starting to let them change that. Shit.
Yeah.
So they need to make them put something on their license or something. Saying that, you know, this is something different. 'Cause, I mean, nothing against that community. 'Cause I don't got nothing against them. Hey, be you. Just don't come at me with it. You know what I'm saying? I can be cool with you.
LGBTU.
Yeah. You know, I don't have nothing against you. Just don't come at me with it. You know what I'm saying? That's the biggest thing. Like, some of them like to go at straight men to try to, you know what I'm saying? Either, you know what I'm saying? Be on some embarrassing stuff or to, and I feel like they should have like a law for that. You know what I'm saying? For real, bro. Like they should have to go to jail, bro. Like if they coming at you, they know you ain't on that, and they try to, you know what I'm saying, confuse you on some type of time.
I feel that.
Just to go on the social media. Like I seen something on social media one time where it was this trainee that was going around messing with men in Miami or something like that, and getting straight men, and they didn't know it was a trainee.
And making them gay.
Well, I don't know if just making them gay, but like, I guess recording the encounters or whatever, and then exposing them on social media. Like, I feel like it should be a law against that. Like, they letting them get away with too much. Like, that's crazy.
That's terrible.
If somebody not like that, bro, just deal with the
You better
people
stay
that's
safe
on
in
that.
these streets.
Yeah, it's getting ridiculous. But like I said, don't try to cancel me about those. You know what I'm saying?
This
I
isn't
ain't
a
got nothing
podcast
to do
you can
with
cancel on.
what nobody else got going on. I'm
Yeah.
straight. You feel me? But at the end of the day,
Pause.
it is kind of you feel me? It is kind of ridiculous that it's people out there that's try to approach men that may not be they know ain't on that type of time just to try and, you know what I'm saying, embarrass them or whatever, you know. And
Yeah.
I feel like that
They're not trying to screw them, they're trying to screw them over.
But some of them men probably on some extra tight time, and they is running with that play, and then they get exposed. It is what it is. But
right.
yeah, like if you know somebody ain't on that, bro, stop
Right.
trying to approach or play with people like that, because that's just going. With me, I'm gonna tell you now, it's gonna cause a crime, you know. And I'm just being honest. Like, don't come at me playing with no type of time on that. You feel me? Like,
Right.
I don't care about
Right.
what you got going. I can literally shake your hand, fist pump, be cool with you. I don't care about
Right.
what you got going on. Just don't come at me with it. You know what I'm saying?
Right. You got a different type of protection.
Yeah. Check him out. This man here. But Quincy, on the other hand, I don't know. You know what I'm saying? He might let you twerk in his lap on the podcast and everything. You know, don't come playing with me. It's gonna be a crime scene.
What happens in Vegas stays in Vegas.
Yeah, with you, but shit. Just don't approach me with it. Y'all do y'all thing in Vegas or wherever y'all at.
Facts. Is there some significance behind having 5 dreads in that color?
Nah, I ain't gonna say just the 5.
Okay, I was just wondering.
You know, even though a lot of people see me throwing this up and they think it's gang related, but it really PBE. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's a P, a B, and the E. You
Right.
feel me? But and I like wearing a lot of red. You feel me? I got red in my dreads because I don't bang blood. I'm covered in it. You feel me? So I let them know it's coming from the crown. You feel me? But most people think is gang related, and I let people think what they want to think. But at the end of the day, like I said, I don't bang blood. I'm covered in it.
Pause.
Yeah.
You got any like favorite places you looking forward to performing at? Maybe like a dream city or.
I want to do Coachella. You know what I'm saying? Something like that. I don't know about a dream city though. Yeah, I don't know. I don't have a dream city. I've been to so many different cities, so many different states.
Maybe out the country.
I've been out the country too. I did a few countries.
What was your favorite country?
Dubai. Man. Yeah, that was.
Guess.
Oh Lord, that was one of them experiences.
Yeah.
Yeah.
One of them massages.
Nah. I don't know about the massages. I got a massage, all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. Dubai was one of them good times. Yeah.
What's your favorite I guess overseas story? Do you have anything that comes to mind?
Well, when I was this ain't really. It's overseas, but it ain't overseas. When I was over in the Virgin Islands, and,
Ain't no version about the Virgin Islands.
yeah, ain't nothing Virgin about the Virgin Islands.
Yeah.
But yeah, I didn't know the liquor was like that potent. So I'm just drinking that hen like shit, like I'm in over here.
Like in a chicken coop.
Man, what?
Yeah.
Hen down straight.
Right.
Man, I get on the stage and forgot every word to my song. I was so drunk, I almost walked off the stage. Like right into the crowd. I was like, oh my God. Yeah. I was drunk for like 3 days. And then
That's a blessing though to go to the Virgin Islands to perform your music.
Facts. And then one other time I was in the when I was in the military, we got dropped off in the country. We was over in Bahrain.
Oh wow.
And they was just like, okay, y'all must start with each other and keep up with each other. A plane gonna come one day and get y'all. Okay. So it was this Cuban guy, and he was like, bro, you wanna go out? I'm like, yeah, we can go out. And he was like, what you drink? I'm like, shit, I drink. I don't care, bro. I drank. He like, you drink Quavo? I'm like, I ain't never tried it, but shit, I drank it.
That's some Diddy shit.
Nah, definitely wasn't no Diddy shit going on. I would have probably been in prison, but yeah. But look, so they bring the we go get the bottle, we drinking, and I'm wondering why he taking shots. I'm pouring whole cups.
Oh damn.
Man, this ain't nothing, man. This is like water. I'm just drinking.
Yeah.
Then after a while, I'm like, damn, why my shades starting to fog up?
You're blurred.
Man, we went to the club. I was like, bro, what kind of club is this? I started grabbing the wall. I'm like, man, this shit is spinning. Man, I felt like, you know, that ride that you go get on at the fair, they be spinning around, you be stuck to the wall.
Yeah.
Man, I thought I was on one of them. I said, man, what kind of fucking club is here, bro? Why this bitch spinning around like that? He was like, bro, let the fucking wall go. You tripping. I was like, for real? So I was like, hell no, I gotta go get some air or something. It was some chicks came up, how are you doing? I can't even talk to y'all. I'm like, get the fuck out of my face.
No, that is wild.
I was so damn drunk, bro. Like
Off of that Quavo.
The club was connected to a hotel, so I went in the lobby and started throwing up.
Yeah.
Man, he tried to get me back in the club. I'm like, no, he's too drunk. He like, nah, he good. I'm behind him like, no. So we caught a cab, and I'm thinking we going back to the base. This dude done took us to another club. I get out, I'm like, bro, come on, bro, I can't, nah. I walked in the club for like 2 minutes. Some females came up with some drinks. I just left out the club, literally in a whole nother country, bro, and walked all the way back to the base. I don't know how I knew where to go. I don't even know how I got there.
Damn.
Got back to the base, literally fell asleep. I didn't wake up for almost 3 days, bro. Like, literally. After that, I had PTSD with any type of tequila, like, for, like, almost 10 years, bro. I would not, even when I owned the club, I would not even touch the bottle. But, you know, now it's cool, but, man, I did not mess with tequila for a long time, but also it was overseas, so, you know, it's a lot more potent than it is in the U.S.
Right.
So that made it even worse, you know.
That Bahrain stuff, man.
I have to say, like, what's your favorite spot in Mobile to, like, eat?
Shit. I don't even know. I ain't gonna lie to you. It used to be so cool, but I don't know if they still open. But yeah, I don't really have a favorite spot. I'm more of I cook, bro. You know what I'm saying?
What's your favorite thing to cook?
I like to get on the grill. I like to do a lot of different pastas and stuff like that.
On the grill?
Nah, not no pasta on the grill, fool. Nah, I'm just saying I like to get on the grill and like grill food, but I like more pastas and stuff like that. Just different type of pastas. Like,
Parmesan Pluto.
yeah.
Yeah.
Goddamn Alfredo.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? PBE spaghetto.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What country got the best woman?
Shit. I would say Dubai.
Yeah.
Dubai.
Dubai, Felicia.
But it's so yeah. But the thing is it's so many different like women from different countries that are there. You know what I'm saying? So
Right.
I mean, Dominican Republic was straight. I don't know, everywhere for real. Shit. Cause I don't know, especially when I was over in Italy and
Oh,
Europe and stuff
damn.
like that.
Italy's cracked.
Man,
Come on.
they love
Pasta.
pasta, and they love people from the U.S. You know what I'm saying? That's what make a lot of overseas situations even better, cause like they just have a certain love for U.S. You know what I'm saying? The women, the way they live is totally different.
Yeah.
Me going into somebody's house in like Bahrain, like, man, I'm walking in, they got like a swimming pool in the living room and shit. I'm like, bro, what the hell? Maids. And then my dad, he was a big DJ over in Italy too.
Oh, really?
Yeah, for years.
Wow.
And when I went over there, when I was like 17, bro, it was crazy. I went to sleep and woke up. All my clothes was out of the suitcases and ironed. Somebody had ironed my boxes and everything and folded them and put them. I was like, what the hell? How my shit? Like,
In
they
Italy?
have people that actually come in and clean your house and do all that type of stuff. Like, yeah, it's amazing.
Given where you're at in your career right now, is there anything that you would have changed?
Yeah. I would have changed the people that I thought would be here with me.
Mm.
You know what I'm saying? Definitely would have changed them. I would, if I knew the type of time they was on in advance. But you know, in order to get something, you got to go through something. You know what I'm saying? No pain, no gain. So that was all to build me up, to make me stronger. So that's probably mainly the most thing I would change, like the time and energy I invested in people that wasn't in the best of my interest.
Right.
You know, and they might have been in the beginning, but at some point things changed in their mind. You know, so if I was able to see that in advance, I would have definitely went a different route.
Absolutely.
Do you keep like a producer, like always by your side, or you switch it up?
Well, I like to work with one producer, but recently it just been, when it comes to my stuff, I like to just zone in with a producer and have somebody who I could just say, hey, I want a country hip hop record with this, and they could just make it, instead of having to explain so much to the producer to try to get my vision across. And sometimes I don't like rapping on beats that's already pre-made. You know, some of these producers be selling the beats to 10 different people and telling you the only one with it. Then you got to go through that extra. You know, the production is from their vision, so sometimes it could change the way you rap. You know what I'm saying? Or the message that you're trying to portray because of you trying to fit to the beat. You know what I'm saying? So I'm still looking for like a main producer, but it's a certain sound I'm looking for. You know.
How would you describe your sound?
I would say, I don't know. I just feel like I got a different, innovative sound when it comes to what I got going on. More of a storyteller, but like it's kind of gritty, and you know I got a raspy tone and like a serious demeanor when I'm delivering the records. But I like more to be on like a party hot, you know what I'm saying, party type vibe, than to be like more of a pain type rap or something like that. Like I ain't on all the singing type stuff. More just like straight to the point, and let's turn up,
Right.
do our thing. Even if it's talking about some negativity, it's gonna be in a party way where you can still vibe to it.
Mike got a little thing for Lil Mama.
Yeah, you feel me?
Yeah.
See, he got a little thing for Lil Mama.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to hit the little bit from the back. You know what I'm saying? Pull up and flex with a 50 ball, running up back trying to get it out. You nigga be hating, you should applaud. You know what I'm saying? Something like that.
Yeah, I feel that.
Yeah.
What's next for you?
Shit, whatever God got for me, man. I'm just moving by the spirit, you feel me? I'm building my ark right now. I'm going to let the rain do the talking.
Let the Bahrain do the talking.
You got any projects
It can be the
coming out?
Bahrain too. Huh?
Got any projects coming out?
Well, I just released a single last Saturday with an artist by the name of Two Diamonds, record called Rodeo. You know what I'm saying? We're about to create a rodeo challenge. Then last week I also released a record just out of nowhere. I just did the song and released it the next day. It's called Bust At You. You know what I'm saying? But I'm still pushing from the back and 50 ball at the moment, you know, but throwing other records out there for content, because I'm the type of artist, I like to squeeze the juice out the lemon. Like, I want to try every possible way. If it's a record that I see working in some type of sort, and
Yeah.
I gauge it kind of like with the performances, like how the crowd, you know what I'm saying, take to this record. Like, if I get in front of an audience that never heard this song,
Right.
how are they taking to it? And then if so many different audiences in different areas take to this song the same way, I know I got something.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And then I take that and then try to break it down. Okay, let's try the radio way. Let's try social media way. Let's try the TikTok challenge. Let's try this. Like, you got to try so many different things with these records. Mainstream, they have the budget to kind of try everything at one time. You know what I'm saying? But when you're independent, you got to build the relationships and understand the connections and everything that come along with it. So sometimes you got to kind of piece out how you try certain things.
What's your experience with Bigger Ranking?
Man, that's my big homie, man. Bigger Rankings, like, he responsible for, you know what I'm saying, a lot of situations, mainstream artists he done tapped in with and helped them, get in position, like Lucci. He done helped people like Jeezy and Plies and all them type of people. Like, I used to hear about Bigger Rankings way back in the days when I was in the military. I was stationed in Jacksonville, Florida, and he from Florida. And, we connected a couple years back, and when we actually tapped in, he saw how I was coming. Like, I was coming, the game on my own, clothing brand, the vehicles, and this, and I told him certain things I was gonna do, and I did it, and like, he's seen that, the growth, and we just tapped all the way in. So anything he got going on, he open arms to me. Is the same thing with him. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, Bigger definitely a big influence in the game that people need to tap in with if they can go and get on his platform.
For sure. Your Instagram content is really eye-catching, but I haven't seen it on anybody else, like any other artist post stuff like that.
Right.
How often do you spend on Instagram, and what's your motivation behind posting that kind of stuff?
Well, one, I spend a lot of time on Instagram. One, because I hate trying to learn new platforms.
Right.
For starters. But it's like the content is what drive people to the records. Sometimes, people like your music, but a good piece of content can make them love your music. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So these females, they like to send me videos of them shaking their ass, turned up, you feel me? Sometimes they don't want to post it from their page, but they just send it to me, and it's like, here you go, type time.
Right.
And I'll post it in the stories or whatever. I used to post it on the page, but I ended up getting shadow banned for like a year and a half. I lost 100,000 followers doing that.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, so I'm just getting back out of the shadow ban motion and just really getting my page back in motion.
Yeah.
So yeah, I can't post it on the page, but I definitely post it in the stores, and it drive, you know what I'm saying? It drive people, people outside of my following to my page.
Yeah, I could see how that would happen. Um, that's brave of you to post it to the stories after getting shadow banned.
Right.
Did you just know that like you weren't going to get caught?
I mean, they didn't try little stuff in the stores too
Right.
a couple times, but
I'm gonna
it
turn.
ain't as bad as being on the page. And
I,
that page there, yeah.
Right. I think Christian just turns your story notifications on.
Oh, for real?
I definitely did.
Hey.
I got one more
smart
question
guy.
for you, PBE.
Here,
sir.
Christian.
You don't have to answer it if you don't. But
Christian, talking to the mic.
I did some research on your account and I noticed you took a bullet to the head
Oh, yeah.
2 years ago. And if you could you re-walk us through that moment and just tell us a little bit about it, how it happened and how you was able to recover from it?
Well, I mean, I ain't gonna take you directly through the whole situation, but I can let you know this. Like, I wasn't in no beef or in no problems, but God showed me that I was gonna get shot that night. You know what I'm saying? Before it happened, 2 hours before it happened. One, I'm very spiritual. You know what I'm saying? When I saw the vision, I told my brother, and he just was looking crazy, started crying. I'm like, "What you crying for?" He said, "When you say stuff like that, it really be happening." And I told him straight up, I know what God telling me. I gotta go through it, whatever it is. I don't understand. And a lot of times, I'll have certain visions, and I may speak on it, and it may be like the reverse of that. Like, so I ain't know, like, even though I saw myself getting shot, I thought that maybe I was gonna shoot somebody. You know what I'm saying? I might have to go to jail or something. I just told him, like, no matter what happened, either way, I don't want you to panic. You know what I'm saying? Just don't panic. And long story short, I got shot in the head. Went to the hospital, whatever, and man, the doctor was surprised. He was. They had told me I was gonna go brain dead in like 30 minutes and all this type of stuff.
Mm.
The doctor just was like, I don't understand how you even talking regular with this type of trauma. Like, I don't know what happened or transpired, but this bullet was supposed to 100% kill you, and I don't know how it did what it did. But whoever you praying to, or whoever praying for you, you just need to keep that going. And after that, he didn't have to do surgery because the bullet, when it hit my skull, it hit the skull and then slipped directly, like strategically around the skull, and then went out the top. It came out the top side of my head. I got hit in the back of the head, the back top part of my head or whatever. So had to let the bullet fragments and stuff, come out and all that shit. But I was in ICU, for a little minute. And the day I got out the hospital, I went and did a show.
Mm.
Same day,
Like it ain't happening.
Yeah. Did a video. I went 14 hours away and did a show. They ain't even know nothing happened until I announced it. They like, what? I'm like, yeah, I shot a couple days, but shit, hey, we still here.
Did that make you like change how you move?
Definitely, drastically. And that was part of the plan too, because I felt like I was trying to be too much out and in the way. And to me, I feel like I was motivating the people, but you know how people be, they feel like you stunning on them. Like, no, bro, I'm trying to show you it's possible. Like, if I got it, you could get it. I came from the projects too. I came from nothing too. Our lights used to be cut off. You know what I'm saying? Shit, you can get out here and do it just how I did it, but they not looking at it like you're trying to stun on us. You know what I'm saying? So God knew that something drastic had to happen in order to change my way of thinking and my way of moving. Even though I moved militant because I've been in the military, I just still was trying to show too much love. So that helped me start seeing things for what they are and also, you know, being more mindful that you ain't invincible. And it ain't. It was never me trying to be invincible, but sometimes you just gotta get out the way. You know, you can't be on all the scenes. You're an artist now. You know what I'm saying? Like you watering your brand down, being in the way. And now, like we see him all the time. Like, shit, why we gonna pay you? You know.
Mm. That's all, man, for me, man.
That's all for me too, man. It was fantastic having you.
Sir.
Great blessing, and we wish you the best for the rest of your career, and hope to stay in touch.
Big facts. It's up and it's stuck. Y'all tap in with me. PBE on all platforms. PBE Pluto.
Absolutely. Guys, thank you for tuning in to our latest wave, PBE Pluto, and we hope to see you in the next one.
Big facts.
Appreciate you.